Today, we're going to talk about my first accident on a motorcycle. But my first accident was on, I forget what brand motorcycle and everything, but it was an enduro. So an enduro is basically a dirt bike, a street legal dirt bike. So it has brake lights, headlight, and blinkers. And I had a wreck on that. It was I was riding all day on it at my friend's house. It was my friend's bike. I didn't mess up the bike any, just to let you know. I'm gonna go ahead and get that out of the way. Here comes the guy behind me. But anyways, I was riding all day on it. It was like the first time I actually got on a bike, like a dirt bike, in a long time. And I mean that whenever I say that. I haven't gone on a dirt bike since then until, like, last time I got on a dirt bike before that actual accident was probably like 2 years or so. So 2 years on that. It's about 2 years ever since I had that accident.
Fuck the police coming straight from the underground.
But anyways, 2 years before that, I was riding another friend's bike. I never had a dirt bike whenever I was growing up. I only had a four-wheeler, so I wasn't really into motorcycles or anything back then. I got on my friend's bike, my friend's enduro, I pretty much rode it all day. Like, I rode it from probably like 12 to dark, which it was like November then, so dark came pretty early at like 5:30 or 6. But I was riding it all day, and it just got towards to where it was getting pretty dark, and I had the headlight or whatnot on. Basically, I was having a lot of fun. I even got to where I could pop a wheelie or two. And I remind you, this is the first time I was on a bike in like freaking 2 years, so it kind of surprised me how, okay I was on it. And basically, I think I got a little bit too confident, and it started getting a little bit dew on the ground because of it getting a little bit later in the day and getting a little dark. And dew started getting on the ground, and I had no idea. And I wasn't using hardly any rear brake because I didn't really know much about it, and didn't really think it was useful because I had no idea. Like, why would you use a back brake when it doesn't stop you as soon as your front brake? Anyways, I was coming around, and it was his backyard, and his gravel driveway goes like all the way to the back where they have a shop. I got around the edge of that, and I kind of gunned it or whatever. I was having fun. I started slowing down, and of course I didn't use any rear brake. And as soon as I got to around, like, I almost had to the rocks. If I would have made to the rocks, then I would have never washed out. But basically I was holding that front brake, I was almost at the rocks, and I started hitting a little bit more and more, and I started leaning a little bit. And as soon as I leaned just the slightest bit, I low-sided. And whenever I did, the handlebars went straight to the right, and of course the front end washed out, and I remember the handlebars hitting my chest, and as I was going down, and what happened was the handlebars hit my chest, ripped a hole in my hoodie, and then like whiskey throttled it. So basically, once the handlebars went, and I hit them, I guess something happened, and it like wrapped around the throttle, and it was ying like that. I lay in the rocks, and I was sitting in the rocks. And I was like, the only thing that hurt was my chest and my hands, because I don't think I had any gloves on, and because I landed in the gravel, but I washed out in the grass, so it kind of sucked. But yeah, I had scuffs on my hands hurt, and my chest hurt pretty bad because I hit the handlebars pretty hard with my chest, and I was fine. And then I went up to their house just to check myself out, make sure I was all good. And I looked down, and the side of my leg was like bubbled up, and I was like, huh? So I went in there, and I sat down, prop my leg up, and of course at the time I still had the adrenaline and everything. But turns out that the crease, like the back of my knee, pretty much had third-degree burns. The back of my calf, my right leg, my right calf had third-degree burns, and like towards the bottom, like say the meat, the real good meat part of my calf was burnt, and a little bit lower that was burnt. Where it hit it 3 times, and you might say hit what 3 times? Hit the exhaust 3 times. But yeah, whenever I went down and whenever the bike went sideways, I hit my leg on it, on the exhaust, 3 freaking times, and I had to get 2 surgeries. And trust me, like whenever my feeling came back from all that adrenaline rush, that shit hurt, dude. Like that shit hurt so fucking bad. And but basically, I had 2 surgeries. I had to go to I forgot what city it was, but there's a big burn center here in Georgia, and it's a little bit South Georgia. It's not like all the way fucking South Georgia. It's more like mid Georgia, but it's a lot south from here. And it's like, I can't remember the name of it, but it's a burn center, and I went there and got it all fixed up. But it took me fucking 4 weeks to get over that burn. And may I remind you, a third-degree burn, like the place that I went to dealt with really bad burns, and it also dealt with road rash victims. So may I remind you, a third-degree burn does almost the same damage as a road rash injury does. So road rash is, the pavement just like eats your skin up, and on a burn, it basically eats your skin up too. So what they had to do to my leg was they took it and they got rid of all the dead skin. So they pretty much scraped the burn while I was asleep. I it was a complete surgery. The first surgery only took I think about an hour. They cleaned it up, whatever. They put a huge wrap around it, and pretty much called it a day, But yeah, they did that. I went back home, sat for about a week on some painkillers. Oh my God, like I had to pretty much sit on the couch and raise up my leg the whole time and not do anything, because as soon as I brought my leg down and all the blood rushed to it, oh my God, oh, it was so fucking painful. And yeah, I went back a week later, and I was hoping I wouldn't have to do surgery again because I was scared as shit. I never had surgery before, so anybody who doesn't have surgery before, you're gonna be scared. So yeah, you don't know what's gonna happen. But anyways, I went back for the second surgery, and that time they realized that it hasn't really healed much. So that they were hoping that they wouldn't have to take some donor skin from like somewhere else in my body and cover it up, but they actually had to. So they took a huge patch out of my right thigh, like upper right thigh, and basically it's like they took a fucking cheese slicer to my leg and just peeled freaking skin back. And after that surgery, my leg didn't hurt that bad, but my fucking, the part where they scraped my skin stung like I had about 100 or 200 bees that sting me in one spot. It fucking stung like shit. But gradually it got better and whatnot, and today I still have scars to prove. I still have a huge fucking red scar, like it's a square on my upper thigh, and I still have the part where you can see where they took my skin and like stretched it out and put over my burn spots. Like you can see that the skin used to not be there, and they just like put some extra over it. But yeah, that was my first accident. It was pretty damn bad. And you might say, why am I riding a bike now if I had such a bad accident? Well, after that fucking accident, like after I got better, I just wanted to get on another fucking motorcycle and ride again. Like it was, even though I hurt myself so bad and I was out of work for like 4 weeks and out of school for like 4 weeks too, I just want to hop back on, man. I just want to have some fucking fun. Then a year after that, I do believe, I got my first bike. And started riding ever since that first wreck pretty much kind of hooked me, I guess. And then after I got my first bike, I let my mom actually wanted to ride it. And I was like, okay, I'll teach you. And I taught my mom how to ride on it. She went and got her a fucking 2014 a Yamaha V-Star 250, and she's been riding that ever since, and man, she has a ball too. I'm surprised she learned so fucking quick. But yeah, that's my little story about my first wreck on my motorcycle. But anyways, hope you guys like it. I'll see y'all in the next video. See ya!